When was the last time you were so angry you turned red? When everything disappears from your field of vision, and your only source of concentration is your anger. Once you cross your breaking point, this is what happens. What if I told you that this stage can be reached by Sigma males, a sort of man usually associated with stoicism and calmness? When they do, it is not a beautiful sight. Because of what happens when Sigma males reach their breaking point, you really do not want to get angry with them. There is a storm that has been building beneath the surface as the frozen veneer melts away. A Sigma's breaking point is a boiling point of anger, dejection, and betrayal that sets off a chain reaction of choices and acts that have the power to irreversibly alter their own and others' lives. What happens when the lone wolf is pushed into a corner? Now that we have a basic understanding of Sigma males, let's delve into what happens when they reach their breaking point. Sigma males are known for their calm and composed demeanor, but what lurks beneath this tranquil surface? Let's dive into the hidden depth of the Sigma male's emotional world. You may think of them as the lone wolves, the ones who prefer solitude over social gatherings, the quiet thinkers in the corner. But their introverted nature is not a sign of emotional shallowness. Quite the contrary. Sigma males possess a profound emotional depth that often remains unseen. Just think about it. They're not spending their time immersed in small talk or surface-level interactions. Instead, they're deep divers in the ocean of thought and emotion. They reflect, they ponder, they analyze, and yes, they feel often more intensely than their extroverted counterparts. Their calm exterior? It's their fortress, their shield against the world that often misunderstands their introverted nature. But behind this mask of tranquility, there's a rich, vibrant emotional landscape. A world filled with thoughts, feelings, and experiences that they rarely share with others. But don't mistake their silence for emotional suppression. It's not that they're bottling up their feelings. They just prefer to process them internally. They confront their emotions, analyze them, and understand them. It's a solitary journey, a quiet introspection that takes place behind the scenes. But there's a flip side to this coin. Sometimes the depth of their emotions can be overwhelming. They feel things deeply, and this can lead to intense periods of introspection that might seem like withdrawal to the outside world. And yet, even in these moments, they maintain their calm. They stand strong, like a tree weathering a storm, bending but not breaking. They navigate their emotional world with grace and resilience, never allowing their feelings to dictate their actions. So, the next time you see a Sigma male, don't just see the calm exterior. Remember the depth that lies beneath it, the emotions, the thoughts, the experiences that make up their unique world. Just like an iceberg, there's much more to a Sigma male beneath the surface. So what does it mean when a Sigma male reaches his breaking point? You might be asking. Well, dear listeners, let's dive into this intriguing phenomenon. A breaking point, as we know, is a moment of acute stress or crisis that triggers a radical change in a person's behavior or outlook. It's like that straw that breaks the camel's back. But for Sigma males, this breaking point doesn't come with the usual emotional outbursts or dramatic breakdowns associated with other personality types. Oh no, it's a different ballgame altogether. Sigma males, the lone wolves of our social ecosystem, have a unique way of dealing with stress. They are the masters of their own emotions, keepers of their personal fortresses. So when the pressure mounts, they don't shatter, they adapt. They retreat into their shells, analyze their situations, and devise strategic solutions. Their breaking point is less of an explosion and more of a controlled implosion. However, don't be fooled. Just because the storm within a Sigma male isn't visible doesn't mean it isn't raging. Their calm exterior is often a mask, hiding an intense internal struggle. It's akin to the serene surface of the sea, oblivious to the tumultuous currents beneath. When a Sigma male reaches his breaking point, it's a time of intense introspection and self-reflection. They question their values, their choices, and their path. This introspection can be a daunting process, as they mercilessly scrutinize every facet of their existence. It's a period of self-confrontation, where they face their fears, their failures, and their shortcomings. But here's the thing about Sigma males. They are survivors, through and through. They don't crumble under pressure. They thrive. For them, a breaking point is not an end, but a beginning. It's a catalyst for self-improvement and personal growth. And so, reaching a breaking point can be a transformative experience for a Sigma male. It's a phase of their journey where they shed their old skins and emerge stronger, wiser, and more refined. It's the birth of a new, improved Sigma, ready to take on the world with renewed vigor and determination. Let's now explore the 5 terrifying things that happen when a Sigma male reaches his breaking point. Imagine a serene lake, its surface barely rippled by the gentlest of breezes. Now picture a stone thrown into it, shattering the tranquility with a splash. This is how the Sigma male's world turns when he reaches his breaking point. The first terrifying consequence is an emotional outburst. It's like a storm that's been brewing beneath the calm exterior, waiting for the right moment to unleash its fury. The Sigma male, who is typically the epitome of composure, suddenly becomes a whirlwind of emotions. He might lash out, his usually measured words replaced by sharp retorts. His suppressed frustrations and pent-up feelings burst forth, leaving those around him stunned and bewildered. This emotional outburst, however, is not a sign of weakness. It is a cry for help, a desperate attempt to let the world know that he too is human and that he too can reach a breaking point. The second terrifying consequence is withdrawal from social interactions. Being introverts, Sigma males are known for their love of solitude. But when they reach their breaking point, this preference intensifies into a need. The world outside becomes too loud, too chaotic. They retreat into their shells, cutting off all social ties. This is not a mere sulk. It's a survival mechanism, a way to regain their strength and composure. However, this withdrawal can be alarming for those who care for them. They might mistake it for indifference or hostility. It's important to remember that when a Sigma male withdraws, it's not because he wants to push others away. It's because he needs space to heal, to find his footing in the whirlwind that his life has become. The impact of a Sigma male's breaking point is not just felt by him, but also by those around him. The emotional outburst and withdrawal are just the tip of the iceberg. There are more terrifying consequences to come. So, stay tuned as we delve deeper into the storm that is a Sigma male's breaking point. Continuing from where we left off, let's discuss more consequences of a Sigma male's breaking point. Now, remember, every individual has a unique response to stress and pressure, but for Sigma males, the effects can be particularly intense. Let's delve into the first consequence, an increase in self-doubt. Sigma males are known for their self-confidence and independent thinking. However, when they hit their breaking point, this self-assuredness can start to crack. They might question their decisions, their abilities, and even their self-worth. This self-doubt can be paralyzing, hindering them from taking decisive actions. It's akin to a ship losing its compass in the middle of a stormy sea. The Sigma male, so accustomed to navigating life's challenges on his own, suddenly finds himself adrift. The second consequence we'll discuss is drastic lifestyle changes. When a Sigma male reaches his breaking point, he may completely alter his habits, routines, and lifestyle. This could manifest as cutting ties with his social circle, changing his career path, or even relocating to a new city or country. These dramatic changes can be a desperate attempt to regain control or escape the pressures that pushed him to his breaking point in the first place. It's important to note that these changes aren't always negative. Sometimes, hitting a breaking point can prompt a Sigma male to reassess his priorities, leading to positive life changes. He might decide to pursue a passion he'd previously sidelined, or he might finally seek help and open up to others, breaking free from his self-imposed isolation. However, these changes can also be disruptive and disorienting. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that your life is unrecognizable from what it was just a few months ago. It can be a jarring experience, and it requires a lot of courage and resilience to adapt to such radical shifts. These changes can be a wake-up call for a Sigma male. It's a sign that something needs to change, that the path he's been walking might not be the right one for him. And that, my friends, can be the first step towards healing and growth. Finally, let's discuss the last terrifying consequence of a Sigma male's breaking point. When a Sigma male reaches this point, his personality undergoes a significant transformation. It's like a caterpillar emerging from its cocoon, but instead of a beautiful butterfly, we're confronted with a darker, more enigmatic creature. Think of it as a Sigma male 2.0, a version of himself that he might not even recognize. Every single trait that was once a part of his identity is amplified to an intense degree. The solitude he once cherished, now it's an impenetrable fortress of isolation. His self-reliance, it morphs into an overwhelming sense of self-sufficiency that borders on alienation. This transformation isn't always negative, though. Sometimes it's the jolt they need to realize their potential. But the journey to get there? It's like navigating through a labyrinth in the dark. The Sigma male's breaking point is his metamorphosis, a process that's as terrifying as it is enlightening. Now, you might be wondering what triggers this transformation. Well, it's not one specific event, but rather a series of incidents that pile up over time. Each situation chips away at his resilience until he can no longer hold it together. It's like a dam that's been relentlessly pounded by a river until it finally gives way. But here's the twist. This transformation, as terrifying as it may be, can lead to profound personal growth. It's a wake-up call, a signal for the Sigma male to take a step back and reassess his life. It's a chance for him to dismantle the fortress he's built around himself and invite others in. So, while the breaking point of a Sigma male can indeed be terrifying, it also presents an opportunity for change, for growth, and for self-discovery. This final consequence can be a turning point in a Sigma male's life. It's a crossroads, a moment of choice. Will he succumb to the darkness, or will he use this as a chance to rise like a phoenix from the ashes? Only time will tell. So, what happens next? How can a Sigma male recover from his breaking point? Well, the first thing to remember is that reaching a breaking point is not the end of the world, but rather the beginning of a journey of self-discovery and growth. And for our mysterious Sigma male, there are several ways to navigate through this challenging time. Therapy is a great place to start. It offers a safe, non-judgmental space to explore feelings and thoughts. Therapists can provide the necessary tools and techniques to manage stress, anxiety, and other overwhelming emotions that may have led to the breaking point. They can also guide the Sigma male in understanding their unique personality traits, helping them to harness their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Next, self-reflection plays a crucial role. Sigma males are known for their introspective nature, and this trait can be a powerful ally during recovery. Taking time to reflect on what led to the breaking point, the responses to it, and the patterns that may have contributed can lead to profound insights. This process can help them identify what needs to change and how to go about it. Embracing change is the final piece of the puzzle. Change can be unsettling, especially for Sigma males who thrive in their comfort zones. Yet, it's necessary for growth. Embracing change means accepting that things can't stay the same. It involves developing flexibility and adaptability, traits that can turn a breaking point into a turning point. In the end, it's essential to remember that recovery is not a race, but a journey. It takes time, patience, and commitment. It may not be easy, but it's worth it. After all, the Sigma male's breaking point doesn't define him. It's how he picks up the pieces and moves forward that truly matters. The journey of recovery can be as transformative as the breaking point itself. In conclusion, the breaking point of a Sigma male can be a terrifying yet transformative experience. Today, we've navigated the enigmatic world of Sigma males, peered behind their mask of calm, and witnessed the seismic shift that occurs when they reach their breaking point. We've delved into the terrifying consequences that unfold, from the uncharacteristic outbursts to the intense introspection. We've seen how this breaking point can lead to significant changes in their lives, some negative, others positively life-altering. We also discussed the final consequence, which often serves as the catalyst for the Sigma male's ultimate transformation. But remember, it's not all doom and gloom. We also explored the way forward, the path to recovery and growth that follows this tumultuous period. And it's here that we see the true strength of the Sigma male, his resilience and ability to adapt. Remember, even the solitary Sigma male has his breaking point, and it's how he deals with it that truly defines him.